quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets up. Oh,
down.
Watch him. He's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the CFSL Thursday night. We are down to just 4 teams. A championship game looms on Monday, and we have the Texas A&M Aggies and the Iowa Hawkeyes ready to square off the first game. David Ware, Cade Padgett in the booth with you. Cade, this game, it has a lot to show for. A&M, they've made a couple championship game appearances. Iowa looking to make their first championship game appearance. What are the keys for each team?
Oh, first key here is a big return by Jimbo Hawk, David.
Jimbo Hawk, touchdown!
Jimbo Hawk has been itching at the bit for a kickoff return all season, and he takes one back on the opening touch of the Rose Bowl. Partly cloudy, 2-mile-an-hour wind, 70 degrees here in Pasadena. David, fireworks are already going.
I mean, we talk about 3 phases of the game, and here we go. The Texas A&M Aggies with a kick 6 to start it off. A fantastic start. Now for Iowa, they've got to come out and answer quick.
They do, David. We're going to shout out Frosty a little bit. A 5-string streak from Frosty on watch streak. 4 CD, King Harris, Lethal Legend, a bunch of guys with extreme streaks coming in here tonight.
And we're going to see a running play from Manny Mercy. Good for 2 yards.
And we got 700 bits from Ben in chat, and that's what Iowa wants to do, David. They are a run-first team. They want to control the line of scrimmage and dominate the Aggies up front. We have a resub from It's Greed. That's one of my boys. What is up, baby?
Welcome everybody on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We're so glad to have you. This 2nd and 8 now for Iowa. Murphy quickly throwing left, has his receiver, Dante Della Vega, a 9-yard pickup, first down for the Hawkeyes.
And that, like I told you, Iowa, they are a run-first team, but Declan Murphy, 33 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the season. He's only been sacked 19 times, David. Hype train is already underway. 40 bits from James, 7-string streak from Quagmire. We are rolling here in this first semifinal.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Murphy in the gun. We'll hand this one off to Mercy. Mercy runs right, and a nice pickup from Mercy, 7 yards.
And you saw Manny Mercy bounce it to the outside. Big Brit Brownstone had shed the block on the inside and forced Mercy to bounce it. Good job by Mercy getting what he could on that play.
3 receivers to the left now, 1 to the right for Murphy in the gun. Mercy in the backfield, linebacker bid on the read option, and Murphy, with the 8-yard carry, runs over the defender.
And Declan Murphy on the season, almost 800 rushing yards, got his first 2 rushing touchdowns last week, and he is a big threat in the run game tonight.
He's asking how they scored already. It was a kick 6 to open the game. Here's Bo Styles, his first carry of the night, and he is dangerous, Cade. A 3-yard carry for him.
Yeah, the bulldozer rarely goes down on first contact. 862 rushing yards, 10 touchdowns on the season from Bo Styles. You see the Aggies going to have to bring him down with multiple defenders.
Murphy in the gun, Styles in the backfield again. It's a read option. Murphy dances around a little bit. He loses a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8.
Declan Murphy had the right side. You see it. Not only did Dawson Downey bite on the dive, but so did Noah Radloff, and Murphy got a little confused there, and Britt Brownstone makes him pay.
Now 3rd and 8 at the 46 of Texas A&M. Murphy under pressure. Murphy sacked. A loss of 7. And it is 4th and 15 as Britt Brownstone getting in the backfield. He was a nightmare on Tuesday and a nightmare tonight already.
We got 100 bits from Ben in chat. Brownstone, 3 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a sack on this first drive alone. The defensive line of Texas A&M feasts on TFLs. They have number 1 and number 2 in the league on that D-line. Iowa is going to have to be on the lookout.
And here is a punt. It is returned. Bradley Showers 9 yards on the return. Now Texas A&M, their first offensive drive. thanks to the great special teams return earlier we saw. Malcolm Street's the junior quarterback. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Play action. Throws right, finds Dansby out the backfield. Dansby breaking tackles. 13 yards and a great first down.
Malcolm Dansby, he heard all the talk about Bo Styles and Manny Mercy coming into this game about how they can break tackles. He says, hold on, I'm just as good as them. Let me show how I can do it.
1st and 10, and this is going to be a running play for Dansby. Loses 2 yards on the carry, 2nd and 12.
And the Iowa defense says, hold on, not just so fast. Jesse Briones on the TFL. And you see these delayed draws, David. We talked about it on Tuesday. It gives the defensive ends chances to undercut the tackles and bring down the running backs in the backfield.
Yeah, absolutely. 2nd and 12 now as Streets is in the gun. Under pressure, thrown off his back foot. Finds his receiver. It's going to be Bieber with a 3-yard reception.
And Parker Bieber, the backup tight end, first catch on the night. You saw the Iowa defense came in hot, and Malcolm Streets fading off his back foot. Typically, you don't want your quarterback to fade off his back feet. You want him to plant from solid footing.
3 receivers to the right. Streets will throw to the middle. Has his receiver. A great route from Spencer Beatty. 14 yards and an Aggie first down.
David, you know what my favorite route is. You got to know that the Aggies are going to be running it tonight. Spencer Beatty with the immaculate slant route on 3rd down for the conversion.
Now 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And we will see Felisa Sneed with the carry. She bounces up the middle, rolls forward for an 11-yard pickup. First down, Aggies.
And Felisa Sneed has been the lead back in this system in years past. This season, only 26 carries, 88 yards for the senior, but she has done a great job in spelling Malcolm Dansby.
Streets under center, play action, blitz is coming, throws left, finds his receiver. That's going to be his boy Blue Hayes with a 16-yard pickup.
Yeah, you're my boy, Blue. Blue Hayes made a living on Tuesday night on those tight end corner routes. You see it right here. It's just so hard to defend. Iowa had a defender in position with Will Wagner, but Blue Hayes just a little bit crispier on the route to get the first down.
We are on level 2 hype train. We appreciate all of you so far helping us out with that. 5:07 left in the first. Texas A&M threatening to score for the 2nd time. And this is going to be Dansby with the carry. Dansby dragging a defender for 10 yards, and it's a first down.
Yeah, that's what Malcolm Dansby can do. We saw it in the passing game, but now you see it in the run game right here, and A&M into the red zone for the first opportunity tonight.
1st and 10, 2 receivers to the left, throwing left. Hayes with a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, Blue Hayes does catch that one right there, but, probably should have dropped it, let it hit the turf. Michael Cole from the corner spot just saw it the whole way and brings down Blue Hayes. Michael Cole giving up a lot of size, 5'9", 190 for Michael Cole. Blue Hayes stands at 6'2", 220.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Sneed in the backfield as Streets dances around, takes a shot to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
Lennon Walsh was left wide open. The 5-star freshman out of Harrison, New York, has been absolute money on the season, standing at 657 yards, 5 receiving touchdowns, an absolute triple threat receiving trio with Hawk, Walsh, and Beatty. You can't leave them open.
And the extra point up and good from Hanson. So Texas A&M 14-0 with 4:29 left in the first. And right now, this feels like a must-score drive if you're Iowa. And this one will be returned out of the end zone. Across the 20 to about the 24, Kate.
Yeah, good to return right there by Kane Harris. He was magnificent for the Hawkeyes in their win over North Carolina in the quarterfinals, receiving the ball and returning the ball.
Thank you, James, for the 5 gifted subs to the community. Make sure you give him some love if you got one of those. And here, Declan Murphy fighting for his life, being taken down by McGregor. But I'll tell you what, Murphy did absolutely everything he could to try to escape the pocket.
Yeah, McGregor gets credited with it, but Martell stumbled into him, slowed him down. Brownstone slowed it down even further, and McGregor finishes it off. I see Mike in chat saying that Iowa deserves to lose from their uniforms. I like these uniforms.
So here we go, 2 receivers to the left. And quickly throwing left is Murphy. And here you go, it's going to be Alvarez. It's a 3rd and 2 now.
Yeah, Raheem Alvarez caught it past the first down marker, but his momentum carried him behind it. It's a 3rd and 2 here. It might have been a missed opportunity, but Iowa in great position to convert.
Thank you to Nick for the 5 gifted subs. The hype train is continuing. Murphy under pressure, throws left out of the backfield. Leland Everett, the tight end. A huge 13-yard reception and a first down. And a few people in chat saying, hey, we see Allie and Ben, and we appreciate everyone joining us tonight.
Leland Everett, 6'2", 255, sophomore out of Corona, California. Aggies do a great job forcing him to catch it behind the line to gain, but Leland Everett just too strong.
And here is Manny Mercy running left, and Manny Mercy running over a defender. 7 yards will bring up 2nd and 3.
And that's exactly what Iowa wants to do. If you can rip off 7 yards on first down, this A&M defense is going to have a long night in front of them.
2nd and 3 now for the Hawkeyes. Tight end in motion right to left. This is Styles running up the middle, and Styles is a very aggressive runner. And an 8-yard carry, we see Hold My Spitter asking how it's 14-0. It started with the kick 6 to open the game, and then Texas A&M with the touchdown on their last drive. That's how we have 14-0. Everett in motion to the left side. Murphy in the gun, throwing right, and this is a near disaster. It will bring up 2nd and 10.
And Jaden White read that wide receiver screen all the way. It almost gave Declan Murphy his 5th interception of the year. That one would have been 6 if he caught it.
So 2nd and 10 now. They are on the Texas A&M side of the field. Murphy, read option, cuts back inside, a 12-yard pickup. It's 1st and 10.
And Declan Murphy making A&M pay after not catching that interception. Says, all right, I'm going to run the ball now. And you're not there for the read option. A good carry by Declan Murphy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 26. Murphy keeps himself, runs right, starts to cut back inside, goes back outside, picks up 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 3, Kate.
Dylan Miles with the stop right there, but it looks like this Iowa running attack is getting going, David. Their first red zone opportunity of the night.
It is, and they are at the 17-yard line. The PX1 Sports red zone. Murphy keeps it himself, running right, has a blocker. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Declan Murphy went the entire season, regular season, and first round of the playoffs without a rushing touchdown. He had 2 in the quarterfinal, and the first Hawkeye touchdown to get him on the board is a Declan Murphy running touchdown. That is an aspect of the game that Iowa and Neasy have been trying to get going all season long, and it is coming alive when they need it most.
Absolutely, they get on the board. Now 14-7 with 2:16 left in the first quarter. And we see the nice return. Jimbo Hawk, a kick 6 already. You've got to watch him every time he has a football.
Yeah, he did it early on special teams, like you said, but he is also dangerous on offense. Had 4 receiving touchdowns last week for the Aggies in their win over Florida State.
Streets goes under center, and he has Dansby in the backfield blocking for him. Streets takes a shot to the right, has an open receiver. This could be trouble. Spencer Beatty, 44 yards downfield, and flips the football field right away on one play.
Yeah, and if you're going to focus on Jimbo Hawk, you're going to leave guys like Spencer Beatty and Brennan Walsh wide open. Beatty doesn't have the end line speed like Jimbo Hawk does, but has the quick get off the line to get past the corner and find that gap in between the corner and the safety.
So now 1st and 10 at the 23. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right as Streets is under center. Tight end in motion now left to right. Streets, he's going to throw right, finds Blue Hayes for a 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, you saw Malcolm Streets. He wanted Spencer Beatty on the slant route, but Iowa saw it the whole way. He said, all right, I'll take Blue Hayes right here for a nice little 5-yard gain, set up 2nd and medium.
1:44 in the first quarter left inside the PX1 Sports red zone. Now at the 18-yard line. Empty set with 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Streets in the gun under pressure, quickly throwing to the middle, and the defense knocked that one free.
Yeah, tight slant route over the middle. You got to know if you're a receiver coming over the middle, you're going to get hit. You got to hang on to that one. Good job by the Iowa defense.
Streets in the gun now. It is 3rd and 5. Quickly throwing left, has his receiver, Anthony Weston. An 8-yard pickup, and it's 1st and goal.
I support with the resub. He's been subscribed for 6 months. Good job by Malcolm Trees finding Anthony Weston on the big third down. Anthony Weston was huge in the first half last week.
Here we go. It's a run up the middle. Dansby at 7 yards, 2nd and goal.
Malcolm Dansby averaging 5 yards a carry right now, down into the goal to go. It wouldn't shock me if A&M tried to lean on Dansby a little bit more here.
One receiver to the right as Streets goes under center. He pitches it to Dansby running left and gets to the goal line, cannot get over. It will now be 3rd and goal inside the 1.
And Fritz Donlin met Dansby at the line to gain, and Donlin won that one from the 1 yard line.
2 by 2, and they're gonna run it up the middle. Touchdown, Aggies!
Malcolm Dansby got him in the goal to go, and they said, all right, we're going to go right back to you. 3 straight plays for Malcolm Dansby inside the 10, and he pays it off with the 3rd touchdown of the first quarter, David. You saw it in the article earlier when talking about the A&M Iowa game. A&M, their highest scoring quarter is the first quarter, and they are living up to what they normally do tonight.
Absolutely, 21-7. Now, hey, we are also in level 5 of the hype train. Ben with 100 biddies, we appreciate that. And a new follow from FutureWare to 2025. And a nice return by Kane Harris, 30 yards.
Yes, Murph, I did read your article, and I wonder who that FutureWare is with the hearts. I don't know, a little bit of a secret right there. But you see just the electric nature that has been this first quarter, David. A&M getting it done through the passing game, and Iowa starting to get that ground and pound going.
We'll start this drive at the 31, left hash mark. And the gun is Murphy, quickly going to the wide receiver screen at the bottom. And that will be a Kane Harris 11-yard reception and a first down.
Yeah, first touch for Kane Harris on offense, goes for 11. Good job by Murphy fighting his electric receiver. James, 100 bits in chat, 8% of the way through the level 5 hype train. Try to get it to level 6, boys and girls.
So now at the 42, right hash mark, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. This will be a running play. Manny Mercy loses 3. We saw a big game from him Tuesday, and so far we're not seeing that tonight.
And it's that delayed draw where the tackle's kind of overset, and a smart defensive end's going to undercut it. We saw Jesse Briones do it. Now we see Jurgen McGregor do it.
2nd and 13, 2 receivers to the left, and this is going to be Mercy running right, gets 1 yard, but ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, it is 21-7, Texas A&M on top of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Everybody wave to the children up at the hospital. I know we are in Pasadena, California, but if you have Iowa on, you have to wave. It's still just part of the tradition. So here we go. We are kicking off the second quarter. Murphy taking a shot to the left. Dante De La Vega, Cade. I do not know how he caught that one. That window was tight.
Yeah, another 100 bits from James, 200 from Ben Costen. That was a great route by Dante De La Vega. Got right to the first down marker. Could have been 4th and inches, but they give him the first.
2 receivers to the right. Mercy running right. Mercy has some blocking. Mercy making some moves, breaking some tackles. Manny Mercy to the 30. That is what we expected out of Manny Mercy tonight.
Yeah, 6 carries for 31 yards. Not only does he have a good carry, but he's got great blocking here. Look, great block by the pulling guard to get Dylan Miles. Miles had a chance to bring him down. He got blocked. Mercy put his foot in the turf and turned it upfield.
So now at the 32, empty set for Murphy with 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Everett in motion from left to right now. Murphy in the gun. Blitz is picked up, throws right, has his receiver, and it is knocked free with the impact.
Yeah, Jaden White right there on the bang-bang play, knocking it down, and the Iowa receiver just couldn't hang on to it. Good job by the Ag DB.
2nd and 10. Everett in motion from right to left this time. 2 receivers to the right. Styles to the left of Murphy, and Styles will receive the catch. Gains 1 yard will bring up 3rd and 9.
We got 100 bits from OG Vaughn right as the hype train was ending. Level 5, about 18% of the way through. Great job starting out this semifinal night with a hype train.
13 subs, 1,845 biddies, so thank you all very much. Murphy going to Styles at the bottom, has Styles with 9 yards and a first down.
Yeah, the Aggies read it the whole way, but Bo Styles is just too tough to bring down. Got exactly what he needed, and they are knocking on the door of the red zone.
So now 1st and 10. Murphy taking a shot left, a very tight window, and the defense jumped in front of that one.
And Emerson Spearall stride for stride with the receiver, along with a safety over the top. A&M playing great top-down coverage.
Here we go, 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the left, pump fake. Does throw left, touchdown Hawkeyes!
Leo Taufidi right there with the catch. You saw Miles Shakur trying to knock it away, and he was a step too late, and Leo makes him pay on the comeback route. You see it's just a little bit delayed, kind of lulling the defense to sleep, and Shakur just took the wrong angle, and the Hawkeyes are fighting back, making it a one-score game.
Yeah, holy cow. I mean, right now, Iowa not giving in as they are fighting back, and this is exactly why Iowa has had such a great season, though. I mean, these two teams fighting for an appearance in the national championship. I'm going to tell you this. I asked Easy what he thought about tonight, and I'm going to get to that here in just a moment as we have a nice return as Jimbo Hawk with a 28-yard return, but he simply said iron sharpens iron, and we're going to find out who's made of steel tonight. If that doesn't make you want to jump through a brick wall, what does?
Yeah, I mean, Measy has come up with some great quotes this playoff. You heard him last week, or against North Carolina, was, "We didn't come this far to flinch down," made me almost want to run through a brick wall.
And the read option, he keeps it himself, and Streets not going down, 13 yards. First down for the Aggies.
A good keeper by Malcolm Streets there. Again, not a part of his game that the Aggies are really known for. Malcolm Streets on the season, he's sitting at -1 rushing yards.
3 receivers to the left. Streets in the gun. He does throw left. Finds Walsh for a 3-yard reception. 2nd and 7.
A good catch by Brennan Walsh underneath. Iowa starting to play a little bit of top down. It's going to force Malcolm Streets to take the underneath stuff and see what is open.
3 receivers to the right now. 1 to the left. Dansby to the right. Comes out for a pass. Streets quickly throws right. It will be incomplete. His only 2nd incompletion of the night. 3rd and 7.
Great coverage by Iowa in the secondary. Malcolm Streets didn't like what he saw. The D-line was starting to get there, but A&M 3 for 3 so far on 3rd down.
2 receivers to the right. Play action. Quickly throw into the middle. This is going to be a 1st down and more. Brennan Walsh, 18 yards. The defense bid on that play action.
Yeah, Malcolm Streets sold it the whole way. I thought that was easily a draw. And look at this. Malcolm Streets knows he's fixing to get blasted, and he hangs in and delivers a strike to Brennan Walsh to move the chains on 3rd down.
Now at the 35 of Iowa. Loaded pistol for the Aggies. And this will be a running play by Dansby. Running left, bounces off the 1st defender. The 2nd defender finally does bring him down.
Yeah, good job by Malcolm Dansby. You saw if he had gotten brought down by that 1st defender, it's a loss of 3 or 4, but he does just enough to get 2 yards on the play.
Under center is Streets, and this is going to be Dansby running right, breaking free from the 1st one again. Tell you what, though, Colt Mormon, after the broken tackle, still stayed in pursuit and brought him down.
Yeah, Mormon kind of tripped him up and then turned around, dove at the ankles, and brought him down. Iowa sending pressure on that run.
3 receivers to the left now for Streets. Streets will throw to the middle. Holy cow, Jimbo Hawk. He was punished on that one. I am not sure if he'll even get up.
Yeah, Hawk laying his body on the line, flying through the air to catch that one. It's a good catch, but better job by Iowa, forcing A&M to go beyond the line to gain and settle for a Brady Hansen field goal.
And it is up and good, 24-14, 5:57 left in the 1st half. The Texas A&M Aggies on top. They are ranked number 9 seed in the playoffs. Iowa, the number 5 seed. They are looking to make an appearance in the national championship game on Monday. And here we go, a nice return on special teams. Kane Harris, and we saw him do some big things on Tuesday, and here a 33-yard return.
We really did, and Harris kind of getting inspired by Jimbo Hawk, getting the opening kickoff return for a touchdown, trying to give his Iowa offense a little bit better field position.
2 receivers to the right, tight end Everett in motion from left to right, and Murphy keeps it himself on the read option. 8 yards on the carry, 2nd and 2.
And it seems like that read option is going to be there all night for Declan Murphy. The defensive end keep fighting on the dive, and if they're going to keep doing that, Murphy's going to keep keeping it.
3 receivers to the left now as they're at the 41. Wide receiver screen, and I tell you what, to play with some fire on some of them screens.
And it's the second time Jaden White has read the screen beautifully and knocked it away. But here, 3rd and 2, Iowa, 3 for 4 on 3rd down.
2 receivers to the right, and this is going to be Mercy up the middle. Mercy having no mercy on the Aggies, dragging them for 17 yards and a Hawkeye first down.
Yeah, Britt Brownstone made contact, but Manny Mercy just carrying the big defensive tackle. And the one time that the Aggies add extra players on the edge, they both sit on the quarterback, leaving the dive wide open.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left now for Murphy. Play action, or excuse me, read option. Murphy keeps himself. Hey, the ball is on the ground, recovered. Manny Mercy recovers it and keeps the ball in favor of Iowa, but goodness, near disaster.
And Noah Radloff knocking the ball out of the quarterback's hands, and Manny Mercy just in the right spot at the right time. Dawson Downey had a chance, but it went right through his legs. Sometimes, David, you'd rather be lucky than good.
I mean, if it's not for good luck or bad luck, there's no luck, so I agree. 2nd and 1 now from the 34. 2 receivers to the right. Styles will get the carry going right. Picks up the first down on the 4-yard carry.
Yeah, good job by Bo Styles right there, getting exactly what he needed. The Aggies, they're in bunches, but still a 4-yard gain for Bo Styles. Anytime you can get 4 yards on the ground, you're feeling pretty good.
1st and 10 now at the 29 of the Aggies. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right for Murphy in the gun, empty set. Blitz is coming, throws to the middle. Finds Dante De La Vega, a 10-yard reception. 1st and 10 for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, good job by De La Vega on that slant route, knowing he's going to get hit, hanging on to it right at the first down.
1st and 10 now for the Hawkeyes. It's Murphy. Throws to Everett. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And what has been the problem in the first half for the Aggies continues to hurt them. It's missed tackles. Leland Everett had Anakar Reed had a chance to bring down Leland Everett, but he couldn't bring him down on first contact. And after A&M settles for a field goal, the Hawkeyes respond with a touchdown. And after a 14-0 lead, our lead currently sits at 3 for the Aggies.
I mean, absolute great job by the Hawkeyes fighting back, as you mentioned. But here's what they got to be careful. Special teams already gave up 1 touchdown. Brennan Walsh, 33 yards. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, good job by Brennan Walsh returning the kick right there up near the 40. But Jimbo Hawk, outside of that opening kick return, has been quiet. I talked to him today. He said, look, I want a repeat of my performance last week, but more importantly, Malcolm Streets needs to repeat his. If it ain't to me, I don't care who gets it.
2 by 2, throw into the middle of Streets. He has his receiver breaking tackles, and it seems like broken tackles could be the difference of the game tonight.
Yeah, both teams are having trouble tackling right there. Malcolm Dansby had it at about a 5 or 6 yard gain, but broke the first one to get 11 on the play and set up a first down.
Streets going to quickly go throw to the top, finds Jimbo Hawk for a 1-yard pickup.
I love the idea to get Jimbo Hawk the ball, but when there's no blockers in front of him, you're asking him to do a lot. He was trying to run through the first tackler, but 2 more Hawkeyes swarmed down to bring him down.
2nd and 9 for Streets in the gun now. And hands this one up the middle. And it will be Dansby at the 1-yard loss.
Yeah, again, it's that delayed draw that really gives the defense a chance to come up underneath the blockers right there. You see Will Wagner. It's really tough when your front 4, your front 3 can hold up the offensive line and let the linebackers flow. Again, you're asking a lot from Malcolm Dansby to get the first down there.
At midfield now as Streets goes under center. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And quickly throwing right, an open receiver. 5, touchdown Aggies!
It has been all Spencer Beatty from the receiver spot tonight. And just like that on 3rd down, Iowa pressed up in press coverage. They had no safeties over the top. Spencer Beatty was behind the defense. Jimbo Hawk was behind the defense. And Brennan Walsh was behind the defense. Malcolm Streets had his pick of the litter for a touchdown pass right there.
I mean, absolutely. 23 bits from Beasy. Thank you very much. And The extra point up and good from Hansen, 31-21. And this game is going to continue to be full of fireworks, I have a feeling, Kate.
Yeah, and what makes it interesting is that A&M started with the ball, so Iowa could double up here with a good return by Kane Harris for 29 yards. If they get points here, they will start the ball with. They will start the second half with the ball. And again, it gives them a real chance to not only tie this game or potentially take the lead.
And we'll see what they dial up here. 100 bits from Ben. Ben has got to be one of the biggest supporters of the chat. We appreciate him so much. And here we go. Murphy rolling right, throwing right, has his receiver, Kane Harris, 11 yards, first down.
Good job by Kane Harris finishing that play. Dylan Biles hit him for about an 8-yard gain, but Kane Harris just kept driving his feet, lowering his shoulders, and pushed for the first down.
Now at the 41 right hash mark. And Mercy will get the carry running right. Had a blocker at the line. Does pick up 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Kate, I'm glad I'm not coaching in this game, aren't you?
You know, I kind of am coaching in this game, and it's frustrating the hell out of me right now. Emerson Spiro, good tackle right there.
2nd and 6 for the Hawkeyes. Mercy running left this time. Blockers not able to close off the edge for him. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Dylan Miles on the stop right there, but if you're Manny Mercy, you had the blocking if you put your foot in the ground and cut it upfield. Instead, you tried to stretch it out, and now it's 3rd and medium.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Styles out the backfield. Murphy throws right to Everett. Everett picking up the first down. Finally being brought down after the 11-yard pickup. But that is no easy task right there.
No, it is not, but the Aggies do a little bit interesting right there, dropping defensive end Gage Sander Martell into coverage and asking him to cover the big tight end.
Now 3 receivers to the left, that wide receiver screen. Alvarez with the 1-yard reception, but I'm going to tell you, if I pucker up every time they throw that pass, and I'm not even coaching.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those things that it's going to bite Iowa in the butt if they keep running it. A&M is playing it really well right now.
2nd and 9 as Murphy is in the gun. Now hands this one off to Styles. Styles picks up 5 yards, brings up 3rd and 4.
And it seems like Iowa is perfectly content, David, running these 10, 11, 12 play drives and just bleeding off the clock as they go.
We'll see if that comes into play in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Here's Murphy, halfback screen. Styles, the recipient. Styles with the first down. And it's 1st and 10 Hawkeyes in the PX1 Sports Red Zone.
Yeah, I want to talk about the awareness of the offensive lineman right here. Harry Gills read the play the whole way. He was there to bring down Styles, but the O-lineman turned around and blocked him before he could.
Empty set now for Murphy with 3 to the right, 2 to the left, throwing to the middle, finding his receiver. That's going to be Alvarez again, 2nd and 4.
And timeout Iowa right here. We're inside a minute 20 right now, and they're trying to play for this to be the last drive of the half.
2 receivers left, tight end in motion now, left to right. Murphy is in the gun with Mercy next to him. Throwing to the middle, Dante De La Vega, 13 yards and a Hawkeye first down.
How many passes is Dante De La Vega going to catch over the middle on slants and hold on to him? What a play by De La Vega.
2 receivers to the left, Mercy running right. Mercy tried to make some cuts, does pick up 2 yards, 2nd and 8 as we approach 1 minute left in the half.
And Radloff filling the hole like a safety should and bringing down Manny Mercy. Iowa's going to hang on to that timeout. Under a minute left, they're going to go hurry up after the long delay.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Murphy under pressure. Murphy fumbles the ball, and it is recovered. 3rd and 14.
The 2nd fumble that Iowa has recovered tonight.
Murphy to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Iowa caught A&M sleeping after the sack fumble. The offensive lineman bails out Declan Murphy. That is 2 forced fumbles that A&M has had, and Iowa has recovered them both. You see Colin Kirkland pressed up against Alvarez. Alvarez is going to win that battle 10 times out of 10. And Kirkland just mismatched right there. And again, what awareness by Iowa to go quick count right there and throw it into the end zone. And they trail by 3 with 37 seconds remaining in the half.
And the extra point by Eden is good. So now 31-28 with 37 seconds left in the first half. Texas A&M hit the special teams return. They've had some magic tonight. Jimbo Hawk, 26 yards here. But I'll tell you what, Kate, it has been electrifying so far in this first half.
It really has been electric. Iowa gets the ball to start the second half, and with 32 seconds left and 3 timeouts, A&M's playbook is wide open. I can tell you they're going to start taking some shots.
Empty set now for Streets with 3 to the right, 2 to the left. He's taking his shot to the right sideline. He has his receiver going downfield to the 20, 10, 5, all the way down to the 2. Spencer Beatty, 67 yards.
What a throw by Malcolm Streets and a better route by Beatty, and they are inside the 5 after 1 play.
So now first and goal, touchdown Aggies.
We've seen Dante De La Vega go across the middle on the slant and hold on to it. Brennan Walsh right there got the ball, got thrown down around his neck and held on to it. And David, in 11 seconds, the Aggies go back up by 10.
I mean, what looked to be a 3-point game at half, just instantly the Aggies spread the difference there. 21 seconds. Can Iowa get another score? I mean, why not have 3 scores in the final minutes? As Kane Harris, 29 yards. I mean, we've seen a few deep shots, not a lot, though, from Iowa.
We really haven't. Iowa's been very much ball control. We're going to bleed the clock out. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if they go deep, but it also wouldn't shock me if they just go to half.
Mercy with the carry. Mercy running right. And 10 seconds left, and it looks like we will go to half. They're going to try to hurry up here at the first down.
Yeah, the first down does stop the clock, so it allows them to save the timeout, David. It looks like this will be the last play of the half.
Murphy making an adjustment. 4 seconds left in the half. Under pressure. He is sacked, and that's going to end the first half with the Texas A&M Aggies up 38-28. This first half has had a lot of offense, a lot of quick scores, Cade. Going into the second half, what do you expect out of Iowa to try to change the tempo?
You know, it's interesting. I asked Beasy this morning how is he feeling, you know, because we played each other before. We talked a lot in the offseason and during the season. He's like, you know what? I think our defenses might wake up in this one. I said, absolutely not. The way these offenses are. You know, Iowa's not doing anything bad on offense. They're just suffering from the early punt and the kickoff return that A&M had. I mean, at some point, you're going to have to get a stop on A&M, force a turnover, something to kind of slow everything down. You see these first half stats. Iowa almost 100-yard lead in rushing, A&M almost 100-yard lead in passing, and Iowa plus 3 minutes in time of possession. If you're Iowa doing what you're doing, at some point your defense is going to have to make a stop, or at some point your offense is going to have to start pushing it downfield.
I mean, you are absolutely correct. I believe that time of possession will come into play in the fourth quarter. The question is, can Iowa keep the game close enough so that they can continue to play their style of offense and hopefully have a wore-down defense is what they're going for late in the fourth. But so far, both teams taking care of the ball. We have seen 2 fumbles, Cade, but Iowa able to recover both of those.
Yeah, again, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good right there. Frosty may want to hit X. But the fumbles are just one of those things that, again, right place, right time for Iowa. And, again, A&M doing a great job forcing them, but they have to do a better job recovering them.
But Iowa will start the ball with the second half. Down by 10. This one will not come out of the end zone. So we will see what they dial up starting at the 25. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left from Murphy in the gun. Mercy to his right. Motion from left to right by the tight end, and Mercy will get the carry. Going right, picks up 5 yards.
Yeah, Manny Mercy right there, 12th carry of the night, 70 yards on the ground already. But again, 5 on first. It makes your offense so much easier if you can get 4 or 5 yards on first down.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, quickly throwing left. Has his receiver Jackson Strong, a 3-yard reception, 3rd and 3.
And Noah Radloff from the safety position. Strong cuts it up, and Radloff goes airborne for the truck stick.
Hey, yeah, holy cow, what a big-time hit for sure. So 3rd and 3 now from the 32. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right for Murphy. Mercy behind him. And Mercy on the play action, or read option, excuse me. Murphy will keep it himself, loses 1 yard. And we're going to see a quick punt here. The Aggies defense gauged Xander Martell with the stop.
And you see Martell right there coming from the backside, not typically the position that's going to make the stop on that read option, but he undercuts the guard and the tackle and says, all right, let me come down and let me make this play.
And here is the punt. It goes out of bounds, so no return by the Aggies here, which is probably really good knowing Jimbo Hawks already had a kick 6.
Yeah, Jimbo Hawk has been electric on the returns, but again, Iowa playing conservative on the punts.
3 receivers to the right as Dansby with the carry picks up 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Malcolm Dansby right there. Again, it's those delayed draws, and you see Iowa, again, undercutting it, but Dansby just a better job staying on his feet and breaking first contact.
At midfield now, quickly going to the wide receiver screen. Xavier Ziegler with the deflection, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Both quarterbacks counting their lucky stars to not be throwing pick sixes on these wide receiver screens so far tonight.
Bunch set to the left, 4 Streets in the gun, under pressure, throws left. Holy cow, Blue Hayes, a 14-yard pickup as his quarterback was getting hammered.
Yeah, you're my boy, Blue. What a catch. He knew, Malcolm Streets knew he was going to get hit. Said, all right, big number 87 is down there somewhere.
Here we go, Dansby running right into the arms of the defender. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
And Malcolm Dansby again trying to get it going early on, but Xavier Ziegler says absolutely not. Bring him down.
Loaded pistol for the Aggies. And here's their handoff. Dansby with the carry up the middle, 3 yards, 3rd and 6.
And Malcolm Dansby thrives on those in-between tackle runs. 3 yards is a good gain, but when you go from 2nd and 9 to 3rd and 6, again, it's just kind of hindering your offense a little bit.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left as Streets goes under center. Dansby comes out for pass, going to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And for the first time since the opening kickoff, Jimbo Hawk soaring behind the defense. Just an absolute walk-in touchdown. 6 plays, 51 yards, and A&M pushing it to the largest lead of the night at 17.
And a great drive, and if you are the Iowa Hawkeyes, you had a punt on the last one. You gave up a last-minute score in the first half, and now a touchdown there. You have to think this is absolutely must score a touchdown.
Yeah, I feel like a field goal here, it's just kind of a little conservative here for Iowa. You need 6 to kind of keep yourself in this game and not get out of your game plan.
2 receivers to the left, and this is going to be the handoff to Manny Mercy. Gets to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Emerson Spearall with the stop right there. 3 Aggies bringing down Manny Mercy. A&M probably have made some good second half adjustments and said, you know what, it's about time that this read option stop.
2 receivers to the right now as it's another running play by Mercy. This is good for a 2-yard carry. That brings up 3rd and 7.
Noah Radloff is coming for heads tonight. Already has 1 forced fumble, his 8th tackle of the night. He is trying to send someone into the blue medical tent.
Ben Costin with 70 bits. Thank you very much, my friend. 3rd and 7, 2 receivers to the left now. Tight end in motion from left to right. And here goes Murphy. He's going to quickly go to Mercy out of the backfield. 3-yard reception, 4th and 5. And the punt team, which has got to be frustrating if you're Iowa.
It really is frustrating. You had a punt to start the second half, and then another punt on this drive. Back-to-back punts, but what a play by Emerson Spearall. 3 blockers right there, and Spearall just shot around them to bring down the screen pass and force the punt, giving A&M's red-hot offense the ball.
Showers with the 10-yard punt return out to about the 40. And it's going to be 1st and 10, but we're seeing a highlight reel, and the Aggies have definitely put together a few clips.
Yeah, they really have from the jump, David. I mean, we saw Jimbo Hawk with the 5 broken tackles on the opening kickoff in Iowa. Again, they've done a really great job doing what they do best. But again, Malcolm Streets, he has more touchdowns than incompletions in this game, David.
Absolutely. So now they start this drive. Great position, their own 40. And Dansby in the backfield as Streets rolls right, throws right. Pass need, a 4-yard pickup, 2nd and 6.
And you saw Malcolm Streets looking downfield. He probably wanted Blue Hayes on that corner route. Great coverage. Top down by Iowa, but Felicia Sneed was wide open on the underneath route. Again, take your check down. Colt Mormon there to bring down Sneed, but 4 yards on first down. Any team will take that.
So now 2nd and 6 from the 44. Right hash mark with 2 receivers to the left. 1 to the right for Streets, who goes under center. 3 down linemen for the Hawkeyes. And Streets throws to the middle, finds Blue Hayes, a 4-yard pickup, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Hayes had to come back to that one. If he had let it come to him, he may have had the first down, but turned around, got some yardage of it back, and 7 of 8 on 3rd down, but the Aggies are in a heavy run set, David.
They're at the 48. They're going to hand it off to Dansby, and no problem there. 5 yards and an Aggie first down.
Yeah, Malcolm Dansby said, all right, it's 3rd down. Give me the ball and let me get this first.
Cross midfield now at the 47 of Iowa. Streets rolls right under pressure. Streets sack. It's a loss of 6. And Day-Day McLeod, the freshman, get in the backfield for his first sack of the night.
Yeah, give credit to McLeod on the sack. He just kept following Malcolm Streets, but give more credit to the Iowa secondary. Malcolm Streets had a year and a half to throw it, and he just held on to it for too long and gave McLeod and company a chance on the sack.
2nd and 16 now for Streets and the Aggies offense. Scattering right, and it is picked off. The Hawkeyes forcing the first turnover of the night. Dalton Mercer, touchdown Hawkeyes!
And the first mistake of the night for Malcolm Streets goes to Dalton Mercer. Again, Iowa only brought 3. Malcolm Streets had all day to throw, and he threw it late, backside. That is a quarterback's dream. And Dalton Mercer makes him pay and gives a little bit of energy, a little bit of momentum to this Iowa team.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And this is an Iowa team who thrives off the energy. But hey, after this, we're going to have a little wager coming your way. Let's see if the extra point up and good.
4:18 left in this 3rd quarter. Wager your channel points. Who wins? Is it Iowa or is it Texas A&M? You got 5 minutes to wager those channel points. Go get you some merch. It makes a great Christmas gift.
And here is the return, and breaking some tackles as Jaden White, 26 yards on the return.
Good job by Jaden White returning the ball. Not a normal returner for the Aggies, but both receiving threats that normally would take the kicks were just on the sideline getting oxygen after that pick 6.
Streets under center now as he has Dansby in the backfield. Streets looking left, throwing left, has his receiver. That's going to be Blue Hayes with the 8-yard reception.
Good catch by Blue Hayes right there on the corner route, and you saw Day-Day McLeod stride for stride with him to bring him down, holding him to only an 8-yard gain.
3 receivers to the right now, 1 to the left. Quickly throwing right, and that was a dangerous throw, but it paid off as the Aggies downfield across the 30. Anthony Weston, 33 yards, and a huge response from the Aggies.
A good catch and run by Weston, but better downfield blocking by Jimbo Hawk, and I think that's Bradley Showers running downfield throwing blocks. Again, on those screen passes, it is a team effort. Weston gets the stats, but that was all of his teammates right there.
Smitty with the 20 stream streak. We thank you very much, my friend. 1st and 10. Play actions. Streets takes a shot to the end zone. It is intercepted. Aaron Skinner forcing the 2nd turnover of the night for the Hawkeyes defense. And this is exactly what they needed. It looked like the Aggies were about to score. Can they capitalize?
Yeah, Iowa defense locking up and giving their offense all the momentum in the world.
Empty set for Murphy with 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Under pressure, throws left, and this one is picked off, and the Aggies return the favor. Shakur, the junior corner, getting that interception.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Miles Shakur says, all right, it's about time this A&M defense helps out the offense. It's a comeback route, late throw by Murphy, and Shakur jumped it, and just like that, it's a wash, David. We're right back knocking on the door of the red zone.
There it is at the 23, and I just wanted to say, no, you can't when you first said that, but I remembered you weren't asking me. So 1st and 10 as Streets is under center. One receiver to the right, one to the left. Dansby in the backfield blocking for him. Streets taking a shot to the end zone. And, oh, goodness, Michael Cole with an opportunity to knock that one down.
Yeah, both of these quarterbacks need to calm the heck down. They are both playing with fire. David, I can't take it.
2 by 2 now for the Aggies as they hand this one off to Dansby. It gets to the line of scrimmage, 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Day-Day McLeod right there bringing down Dansby. Again, it's those delayed draws. Really gives defenders a chance to undercut it. 8 of 9 on 3rd down is A&M.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Motioning now from right to left. Streets in the gun. Sneed in the backfield. Will come out for the halfback screen. Will receive it. And across the 20. It's a 1st down and more, but the ball is on the ground. Who recovered?
I think the ball was knocked out, David. Again, that's the 3rd fumble. First one for the Aggies. And you see it. Colt Mormon just boomsticks Felicia Sneed. But that ball does go out of bounds before anybody can recover it. You see Bryson Chatcade is sweating. Yeah, I am sweating hard freaking core right now.
I wouldn't have it any other way, my friend. Inside the 10 now at the 8. 1st and goal for the Aggies. Streets under center. Sneed will get the carry again to the line of scrimmage. They do give her credit for 3 yards. 2nd and goal.
Yeah, good job by Sneed on that carry, showing the trust that this team has in her. Even after the fumble on the 3rd down screen, going right back to her to get her confidence up.
Loaded pistol for the Aggies here. And they're going to go with the triple option. Streets keeps it himself. Picks up 1 yard. 3rd and goal.
And you want Malcolm Streets to pitch that right there. Dansby had a walk-in touchdown if he gets it to him, but Streets tried to cut it up and do it himself. 9 of 10 on 3rd down for A&M.
Will Wagner was in on the tackle. Dansby with the carry to the line of scrimmage and taken down. Holy cow, Colt Mormon in on the play.
Yeah, Colt Mormon shed the block and threw Dansby down and inside the 5, knocking on the door. A&M forced to settle for a Brady Hansen field goal. It's back to a 13-point lead. Iowa has to feel good after giving up the interception near the red zone.
Absolutely, I agree. We'll see. Will this one be returned? It will not. So down by 13. 1:55 left in the 3rd quarter. The CFSL brought to you live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. We appreciate all of you tuning in as we're talking playoffs, and we're talking about who will play in the national championship game on Monday.
Yeah, it is that time of year, David. A&M Iowa here tonight in the Rose Bowl. After this, we got a Red River rivalry rematch, say that 5 times fast, in the Gator Bowl between Oklahoma and Texas.
Starting at their 25. 2 receivers to the right. Murphy quickly throwing right, finds Bo Styles, and Styles absolutely level.
Yeah, Radlaw made him pay the price at the end of that one. We have our wager results. 85% of the wagers went on A&M. 218,000 on A&M. 15% of the wagers went on Iowa for 38.2 thousand. Of that 218, David, 142,000 was from 1 single wager.
Oh, somebody got a little frisky on that one. We'll see if it pays off. 2 receivers to the left now. Mercy in the backfield. Murphy keeps himself running left, a stiff arm, and forward progress gets the 1st down thanks to the 2nd effort from Declan Murphy.
Yeah, good job by Murphy finishing that run. I think that's a little bit of a generous spot. The ball was in his outside hand. Didn't look like it got to the line of the game, but nonetheless, it does move the chains.
2 by 2 for Murphy now. Mercy in the backfield. Read option defense bit on Mercy all day long, and Murphy picks up the 1st down again.
Yeah, good job by Declan Murphy going right back to their bread and butter from the 1st half. The read option. Noah Radloff, double-digit tackles on the night.
Iowa has more 1st downs than Texas A&M. Murphy quickly throwing to Leland Everett, and Everett upended after that catch.
A&M starting to exercise frustration here, but again, 1st down to 1st down for Iowa. Yeah, Iowa does have more 1st downs, but again, A&M short a drive because they returned the opening kick.
2-by-2 for the Hawkeyes across midfield at the 42 of the Aggies. And Murphy tripped up and taken down in the backfield. Hoffman credited with the sack, but really, Murphy should get the credit for his own sack.
Yeah, he tripped on his offensive lineman, and Hoffman is a walk-on that does get credited with pushing him down. That's just a blunder right there if you're Iowa. The offensive line went too far back. Yeah, we might need to put Hoffman on a scholarship.
So 2nd and 14 now from the 47-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Murphy will hand this one off to Mercy. Gets to the line of scrimmage and brings up 3rd and 14.
And good awareness by Gage Martell to put his foot in the dirt and get back to where he was to bring down Mercy. Again, 3rd and long. It's not where Iowa wants to be. They are 7 of 10 on 3rd down, but this is not where the Hawkeyes operate.
I do see Della Vega downfield here. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Murphy rolling right. Murphy off his back foot, deep downfield. And a big play. Reed with the deflection, saving the touchdown.
And Akari Reed knocking that one away. But what a throw by Declan Murphy, David. Fading right, off his back foot, and he still gets almost all the way down there.
It was an incredible throw, and this punt out of the back of the end zone. We'll have 1 play left in the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what they draw up here starting at the 20. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Streets. We have Dansby in the backfield, and that's going to be incomplete as the defense closed in fast. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 3 quarters of football underway. One of these 2 teams only have 1 quarter left. Aggies 48-35 over the Hawkeyes. Stay tuned. You're watching the CFSL, presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Here is the 4th quarter. We have 75 people watching between the 3 streams. Let's see some biddies. Let's see some 4s. Let's get hype as this game is going final in just 9 minutes.
And Malcolm Street's on the keeper right there on the triple option. Had Dansby on the pitch, but it was a late pitch. 5 yards anyway. 4 bits from James, Measy, and Ben for the 4th quarter.
Thank you all so very much. Here we go. Streets taking a shot to the right. Overthrows everybody. 4th and 5. The Hawkeyes getting a much-needed stop.
I think this is A&M's first punt of the night, David. When Iowa needed it most, Malcolm Street's not a great throw. Overthrows everybody.
I think you are correct, as it has been a great night for the offense. Mercy here, a 14-yard return. This is a 13-point game. They could easily turn this to 1 possession with a good drive here. Starting this one at the 47 of Texas A&M. 2 receivers to the right. As we have the triple option coming your way, and Murphy keeps it himself. 3 yards on the carry.
And 3 yards for Declan Murphy, 300 bits from Mike and Chad. Good job by Murphy keeping that one. He might have had the pitch, but it was dangerous with 2 defenders right behind him.
Yes, thank you, Mike, for those biddies. 2 receivers to the right now for Murphy in the gun. Play action to Mercy. Mercy picks up the blitz as Murphy throws left to Everett. That does not happen without the block from Manny Mercy.
No, it doesn't, and he's Declan Murphy rolling right, firing it back left. Again, you don't want to do that if you're a quarterback, but when you have a receiver like Leland Everett, absolutely take that shot.
2 receivers to the right, Mercy in the backfield as Murphy keeps it himself. 3 yards on carry, 2nd and 7.
Good job by Miles Shakur bringing down Declan Murphy on the read option from the corner spot. You don't see that very often. Ideally, A&M would want a linebacker or a safety scraping over top.
Now at the 34 of Texas A&M. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 4 down linemen for the Aggies. Murphy throwing left, and a little miscommunication with both Styles.
Yeah, he had Styles open on that little wheel route, but maybe Styles turned the wrong way or a timing throw by Murphy. But either way, it's an incomplete pass, and it's a big 3rd down.
So now it is 3rd and 7. Murphy's going to go to Mercy out of the backfield. And the stiff arm and the 1st down. The Hawkeyes inside the PX1 Sports red zone thanks to Manny Mercy and the 21-yard screen.
All 4 of the defensive linemen went after the quarterback. There's a rule. If you're going to be untouched on the block, stop in your tracks and see what happens. Dylan Miles had a chance to bring down Manny Mercy, and Manny Mercy says, "Little boy, get out of my way."
It was a fantastic run, a much-needed first. We'll see what they do here. 1st and 10. Styles with the carry. Styles bouncing the outside. Styles breaking some tackles, and in a very stylish fashion, Bo Styles gets the first down.
And usually a north to south runner, but Bo Styles put a little wiggle stick on that play.
A little wiggle stick from the giggle stick. How about that? 1st and goal as we have a running play. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
It's only fitting after the fancy footwork from Bo Styles, and he punches it in from a yard out. And with 6:55 left, A&M now leads Iowa set by 7 points. It'll be a 6-point lead after the extra point. But if you're the Aggies, you are a very quick play team. Maybe you start looking into a little bit of we need to bleed the clock, or go get your quick points and let Iowa make the choice.
And so now can they get a stop, as you mentioned? And I'll tell you what, all night long, the Aggies have had some fantastic responses. And here is a nice return from Jimbo Hawk, 24 yards. It's going to be 1st and 10.
And Mike threw out an over-under about 100 points in the middle of the game. We're only 10 points off of that, David, and this game is far from over.
1st and 10. 6:51 left in the 4th quarter as we have Dansby running right up the middle, 12 yards and a 1st down.
A great carry by Malcolm Dansby, up to 44 yards on the night on 15 carries. Not a great average, but he has done exactly what the Aggies have asked him to do.
It is now 1st and 10, and this is Sneed. She runs left, dragging a defender. It's another back-to-back 1st down.
And not only back-to-back 1st downs, back-to-back 12-yard gains, one by Sneed, one by Dansby. A&M showing that they can get it done in the run game.
2 by 2 now for the Aggies. Streets in the gun. Streets throws left, has a receiver. Dansby out the backfield. Picks up 8 yards, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, that angle route out of the backfield has been money for Malcolm Dansby all season, and right there it shows it 8 yards on that 1st down catch.
2nd and 2 now for Streets. In the gun, throws to the middle, had his receiver, turned upfield, forgot to hold on to it.
Anthony Weston had the 1st down and a whole lot more if he holds on to it, but he just couldn't hang on.
3rd and 2 under center. It's going to be Sneed. She gets the 1st down, and now Iowa has got to find a way to stop the Aggies.
And a great carry by Felisa Sneed. Day-Day McLeod there on the stop, but Sneed gets just enough to move the chains.
So 1st and 10 under center. Streets will hand this one off to Sneed again, and Sneed, plenty of room. 8 yards on the carry will bring up 2nd and 2.
Well, I guess that answers my question from the beginning of the drive, David. A&M's going to go to the ground game and start showing that they can get it done in between the tackles.
Loaded pistol now, and Sneed with the carry. Sneed bouncing inside, and again, another big play. 21 yards on this carry from Sneed. It's 1st and goal for the Aggies.
And Felisa Sneed's best game of the season by far. The senior showing out. She is not ready for her season or for her career to end. And again, 1st and goal A&M. They've had, what, 1 throw on this drive?
I do believe you're correct. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They look to be throwing here. Streets to the middle. It's incomplete. 2nd and goal thanks to the defense.
Yeah, Spencer Beatty on the slant route right there, but Fritz Donlin just wins the contact, knocking it out of his hands.
Empty set, 2nd and goal. We should see another pass here. Streets has a little bit of time. Burrows left, has his receiver. Anthony Weston, 9 yards, will bring up 3rd and goal.
Anthony Weston held on to that one. David, I saw Noah Radloff lined up at receiver on that play.
Now 3rd and goal. Streets goes under center. And what's he going to do? He's going to throw right. He has his receiver. Touchdown, Aggies!
Jimbo Hawk, 4 touchdowns last week. Not near as productive tonight, but the biggest catch of the game. The slant route, the only route that matters. Call it to the end zone. A&M going for 2.
They are. They want to extend this lead. 2 by 2 set. As it's going to be a running play. Dansby, it is good. 56-42. A two-score game with 4:53 left in the fourth quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. This Rose Bowl is going to finish with a wild one. And holy cow, Kane Harris was absolutely leveled by Reed.
Yeah, Harris is going to have some problems with his return team right there. You don't want to get hit that bad. You don't want to let a guy like Anakar Reed come over and do that.
And now 1st and 10, and Mercy. Oh, goodness, the Aggies don't care about giving Mercy any room as he's taken down for a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, you looked at right there. A&M sent the house. 3 unblocked defenders, and there were another 4 being blocked. And again, A&M they know the run's coming, and they're selling out for it.
Word is they had their house and their neighbor's house coming after Mercy on that one. And Murphy here taking a shot to the left, has a receiver, Dante De La Vega, not able to hold on to it. That could have been a huge play.
Anakar Reed stride for stride with De La Vega, got his hand up at the moment of attack, and De La Vega just couldn't hang on.
3 receivers to the right now for Murphy. He's taking a shot down the right side, has his receiver. Alvarez goes up and takes that one away from the defender. What a throw, what a catch. The Hawkeyes saying there's still a chance.
And Brykeem Alvarez just going up over Jaden White. I thought it was incomplete. It looked like he was out of bounds, but they're not even going to look at it, David. What a catch by Alvarez.
2 receivers to the left for Murphy in the gun. Mercy to his right. Everett in motion from left to right, the tight end. Here is Murphy under pressure. Throws this one incomplete.
And Declan Murphy didn't like what he had in front of him. Gage Xander Bartell, Britt Brownstone closing in on him, just avoiding the sack and saving the clock.
Mike said the Hawkeyes not going to quit. They will not flinch. It's exactly Measy's words he said Tuesday, and showing consistent here. Mercy losing 2 yards, 3rd and 12. We may be in 4-down territory.
Yeah, we're right at the 4-minute mark. I would expect 4-down territory, barring a big sack here. Noah Radloff, 12th tackle of the night, first TFL. He has been electric from that safety spot.
Hold My Spitter says he smells overtime. We'll see. 3rd and 12. Halfback screen, Styles. He loses 4, and I think that's going to negate the 4-down territory.
And I think that will. Dylan Miles is coming through the blockers. The offensive linemen don't see him, and he brings down Styles on first contact. Let's see what Iowa does. They are going to punt it, David.
And I think with field position, if you want to have a chance, you got to let your defense make a stop here, and they are. So here is the punt. It will be returned from the 20 down the right sideline. Bradley Showers, 19 yards, starting at the 40 on this drive.
Great return by Showers, setting A&M up in great position, David.
2 by 2 here is going to be the running play for Dansby. Tries to cut left, gets to the line of scrimmage and no more. 3 Hawkeyes bring him down.
Tyrese Turner credit with the stop, but like you said, there were 3 of them right there. A&M bleeding the clock. It seems like they might be content just running it out.
2:50 left on the game clock. They're going all the way down to 2 seconds on the play clock. As we have Streets keeping the ball on the read option. He is stopped short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. I'd imagine only one more play before Iowa starts using the timeouts.
Yeah, if they get the first down here, they have to start using them. Iowa has to start using them here. A&M 11 of 14 on 3rd down.
Bunch set on the right side for Streets. 1 receiver on the left. There is a mismatch over there on the right. We'll see if Streets can find it, as he does let the play clock again wind down probably all the way to 2 seconds. It is 56-42 in favor of the Aggies, trying to secure their 3rd trip in 5 years to the national championship game. Streets rolling right, under pressure, throws right. It's incomplete. 4th and 1. The clock is stopped with 1:59, and the Hawkeyes have all 3 timeouts left still.
And I'm a little shocked Streets didn't hang on to that and just take the sack and let the clock run, maybe force Iowa to use one of their timeouts instead, throwing it away and saving some clock.
So here we go. Here is the return, and it's a nice one. Manning Mercy, 13 yards. Cade, lots of pressure here on the Aggies defense.
Yeah, you see Ryan Moreland in chat. This game is far from over here.
Two receivers to the right, two to the left for Murphy. He's taking a shot to the right side, and a great play by Radloff. He's got 12 tackles, but that deflection, one of the biggest plays of the night.
Yeah, Radloff got on his horse and knocked that one down. Wanted the game-sealing pick, but Iowa's not done yet. They are still fighting, David.
That could have been a game-defining touchdown had he not done that, but here is a quick play to Jackson Strong, 3-yard reception. That will bring up 3rd and 7.
And he stays in bounds, and Iowa's not going hurry up, and they're not using timeouts, David?
I'm very curious to their strategy. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Murphy in the gun, gonna go halfback screen. Manny Mercy has some blockers. Mercy with the first down, and just like that, the clock will stop.
Yeah, Mercy does a great job of getting out of bounds right there. Saving the timeouts. Iowa knows down 2 scores under a minute and a half. They're gonna have to rely on an onside kick.
2 by 2 now for Murphy and the Hawkeyes. Under pressure, throws left, has his receiver, Dante Della Vega, 10 yards and a first down.
And that is exactly what Iowa needs to do. They got exactly what they needed, and they got out of bounds. I mean, A&M, you can't let that happen.
3 receivers to the right now for Murphy. 1:13 on the clock, throwing left. This will be incomplete, stopping the clock at 1 minute and 11 seconds.
Yeah, the big 3 up front for A&M are starting to pin their ears back with Martell, McGregor, and Brownstone. And again, Murphy's going to have to play smart and not take a sack.
Empty set for Murphy. Go into the middle, has Mount Everett Leland, the tight end. It's a huge first down, 105, still not using the timeout.
But they are going to go hurry up, and the clock does stop after they get the first.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Again, the clock is ticking. We're under 1 minute. Murphy in the gun, taking a shot to the end zone, and touchdown, Hawkeyes!
A&M getting blasted in the secondary right there. Miles Shakur pushes up, and right there, he gets the touchdown. Under a minute left, David, so it wouldn't shock me if they go for the onside, but Iowa didn't use a single timeout, so if they don't want to, they still can rely on their defense.
I mean, absolutely. We'll see the extra point up and good from Kylie Eden. And I don't know what to say. This game, a dramatic finish incoming.
Yeah, the onside kick is incoming. Let's see what happens.
And, oh, it's loose, and Texas A&M does recover. But, oh, that was so close. Can the Hawkeyes force a 3 and out and get some more points?
A&M did not want to recover that onside kick. So many guys had an opportunity. Finally, they get it.
Here we go. This is going to be Dansby running 8-yard pickup, 2nd and 2.
8-yard carry by Malcolm Dansby here. First time out by Iowa. I feel like a first down here, David, would end it.
I think you are correct, and this is going to be Dansby running. He does pick up the first down. Iowa uses their 2nd timeout.
Yeah, it's 1 timeout left, 47 seconds. Again, A&M is going into victory formation, and they are the first team to punch their ticket to the season 24 national championship.
We'll see one more snap, but what a ball game we have had. And there it is. Actually, they will have to see one more snap. Goodness. 3rd and 15. The final snap now coming our way.
Oh, they're going to go for it. I spoke too soon. I may have jinxed it.
Oh, goodness. All the marbles on the table right here. And it's going to be a running play. Dansby runs, and he is down, secures the ball. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Texas A&M Aggies have secured their 3rd trip in 5 seasons to the national championship. Okay, let's wrap it up for our friends here in the CFSL.
Man, what a game by A&M. What a game by Iowa. Hats off to Measy, man. 2nd season. Y'all are dominating the Big Ten. I love you, Measy. Congratulations on one hell of a season. A&M, this is our 3rd national title berth in the last 4 seasons. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to finish the damn job.
Thank you very much to our associate producer, Austin Crow, our executive producer, Mike Peters, and of course my broadcast partner, Cade Padgett. On behalf of all of us, you've been watching this CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Come on right back at 8:30 as we have Oklahoma and Texas looking to see which one of those teams will play the Texas A&M Aggies Monday night in the national championship. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your game face on, your spirits high. We'll see you back at 8:30.